Hello, my name is Aaron Gabriel B. Batalla, and I am going to present how video games are blamed for violence at schools. Video games are for entertainment purposes only, so people, especially kids, are there so they can play games to waste time on it. But some kids get too addicted to the games that they are playing. What I mean by it is they waste too much time on these games, and sometimes it can affect the important work that they have to do, like homework, chores, and more. Video games were successful before the pandemic, but during the pandemic, people got attached to these games because they can't get out of their houses. Video games are booming all over the world. These video games were discovered by people because of videos in the net, like in YouTube or Twitch, where people are doing videos about games and also live streaming them for hours. This is very entertaining for people, especially kids, so they got the influence to play these games. That's how the addiction of video games starts, and then it takes over their head like a virus. Kids' minds are easily influenced by these games, and for a long time, these actions from the video game characters are provided to them, and of course, having an influenced mind over these, they do the actions what the video game characters do. This action can lead them having negative effects on the kids' mind, especially the violent games like fighting and gun games. Mobile Legends is a great example of these games where people fight, defend bases, and also get bases from the enemies to win the game. Of course, to get people attracted to the game, Mobile Legends have actions for their characters, so it can be different from other games, but these actions can lead to violence when used in a bad situations. School fights are one of these fights that kids get involved in. When a kid is in this situation, having the game spread on their heads, they use the video game characters' moves to fight or to fight back to their enemies at school. It's not only school fights that these games lead on. Of course, if there's a game to be played by most people, the game needs to have character customization like skins or more items that can be traded to friends. So that can also start violence when your friend takes your skins and that you notice something is off. Other one of this situation is when you lose a game to your friends online. That can also lead on violence in school. I can't blame the video games because they influence children violence. Instead, I have to blame the parents of the child because they don't have access on what the child is doing, and that can lead to them downloading not only video games that causes violence, but also other more things that's supposed to be only for adults and not for them. So if you're a parent, you really need to have access on your child's activities. They're not over 18 yet, so you have still access on their activities. You can't have them searching for inappropriate things in the net because you're supposed to know that net has everything on it. The internet isn't a safe place for kids. Keep track on what they're searching. They shouldn't have a private space on you on an early age because that can cause a very bad influence for the child. Thank you very much for listening to my speech and have a good day.